Hello, welcome to Buddh Astro. Today I will teach you the very most important technique which is known as Bhrigu Bhav technique. Technique is very simple but very effective. We can predict using this technique the theme of the person's life as well as his pending karma. Let's see how it is used. Here you can see pending karma. There are various techniques and methods which we generally use to find out pending karma. And pending karma is a very big word. So just understand that pending karma means some mistake. Either this mistake has been done in this current life, or you have done in the past life. So this is known as pending karma. And pending karma always doesn't mean that you have to only suffer or you have to only give. It is give and take. So classic says that ninth house is the past life, and Faldepika BPHS Satyajatakam also says ninth house is the past life. 10th house is the karma. So ninth house is also represent fruits. So sixth house is the ninth from the 10th house. That's why it is the fruits of the karma. So pending karma is generally seen by the sixth house. But here we will not use sixth house. We will use Bhrigu Bhav technique. Let's see how it is used. See, you you generally see what is the sign in the Lagna Bhav or the first Bhav in the horoscope. Just see the Sankhya, just see the number, that particular number which is falling in the Lagna or ascendant. Go to that house, see where that house lord is sitting, which house lord is sitting in the Bhrigu Bhav, as well as what are the connections both lords are making. You can also use D9 chart, and you can see that we can easily predict the theme and the person's ki pending karma. Let's see. Suppose you are Pisces Lagna. So number 12 will be in the Lagna or ascendant. So you just go to the 12th house and see the Lord of 12th house as well as any planet sitting in the 12th house, and any connections, aspect or conjunction happening with the Lord of 12th house as well as in the 12th house. Conclude all of this. This is the chart. This female native is suffering from acute bipolar disorder since 17 years. You can imagine her situation. She is self-talking, depressed, unmarried also, and left her graduation study. Let's see. The sign Aries is falling in the Lagna. So, Bhrigu Bhav will be the Lagna only. Here you can see the retrograde Mercury sitting with the Ketu. This Mercury is the Lord of third house as well as sixth house of pending karma. This Mercury is also Karaka of nerves or subconsciousness. So, this female is suffering from bipolar disorder. Sign of Aries also represent head. Sun is also there. Although Sun is exalted, that's why she is living her life or doing her at least some of the chores of his daily life. Now see, the Lagna Lord goes in the 12th house sitting with the Venus. Venus is the 7th Lord as well as 2nd Lord of family, and there has been an exchange. So she is not married also and depressed. Now if you see, Mercury is retrograde sitting with the Ketu, and it is the 6th Lord of Mending Karma. And the same combination, Mercury Ketu combination in the Lagna, is aspected by the Saturn from the 4th house of domestic life. Here you can see the Saturn is aspecting the whole combination from the 4th house. 4th house is mind, 4th house is domestic happiness. as well as fourth lord goes in the fifth house, and fifth lord is sitting already in the lagna. So mind, intelligence, as well as nervous problem she is having, and she is very depressed. Why? Saturn is the already dispositor of the moon, and Lord Mars already sitting in the 12th house. Saturn Mercury combination causes nerves problem. Now, as you already see, Mars is sitting in the 12th house of loss, impairment, mental issues, etc., and it is sitting with the 7th lord as well as dispositor of the Rahu. So Mars is also polluted here. Now Mercury is sitting between Sun and Ketu. So it is in the Papkartari, Gemini sign of subconsciousness. Mercury represents subconsciousness, communication, etc. So it is badly afflicted by Rahu. Now, if we see the D9 chart, always use D9 chart when you apply this technique. Always use D9 chart as the Rasi Tulnavans. So here the Lagna has Aries sign. So just use the Aries sign where it is as the Lagna. So here you can see the Aries sign is falling in the sixth house, and Ketu, Jupiter, Moon are already sitting. Moon Ketu combination is depressing yoga, and the same Lord Mars sitting in the sixth house from itself with the retrograde Mercury. Sixth house is obstacles, pending karma. Sixth house is depression also. Sixth house is disease. Saturn is karak of disease. The same Saturn which is aspecting this Saturn aspecting this combination here, same Saturn here sitting here in the second house aspecting this combination again, indicating the serious problem of nerves. That's why she is suffering. See, Virgo sign already shows pending karma, as well as it is natural sixth house of disease. Oh, Mars is already here, Lagna Lord, as well as the sixth Lord, and Mars Mercury combination also aspecting this Saturn. So there is a mutual combination. Now, how to connect dot? Here, if you can see Mercury is retrograde planets always shows pending karma, and it is attached with the Rahu Ketu axis also. This Mercury is third lord of sibling. Lagna lord Mars denotes sibling also. So some Karaka of siblings as well as house lord is involved. So we can say some Bhratru dosha or sibling dosha may be there. Now Mars sitting is here from third from Mars. If we see third from Mars is Lord Venus. There is an exchange between the 12th lord and third lord from Mars. Venus Jupiter are exchanging. So you again here indicating the same thing. So third house, third lord Mercury, Karaka Mars, and third from Karaka Mars is also afflicted. In the D9 chart, if you see the same Jupiter, it's sitting in the Aries sign, and Mars sitting with the Mercury. In the D1 chart also, the 11th Lord Saturn, which is also Karaka of sibling, is aspecting this combination. Now from Arutlana you can see this is here. So Arud Lagna is the 12th house, 11th house, sorry. Arud Lagna in the 11th house, Lagna Lord in the 12th house. So 12th from 12th will be the Arud Lagna. So 11th house will be the Arud Lagna. This combination, Ketu Mercury Sun combination is happening third from Arud Lagna. So again it is indicating siblings, and Jupiter is 11th Lord. Arud Lagna, 11th Lord is Jupiter from Arud Lagna. So Jupiter is sitting in the third house. And third house again aspected by the Rahu. So here you can see that some dosha because of the sibling is can be seen here, and that's why female is suffering. Let's see the next chart. Here this female native got married in 19 November 2019 2008 and widowed is the 9 February 2012. She suffered from the Kush Roga and she is childless. Let's see. See, the Lagna already has the sign of Virgo, and here sitting the Saturn and the Jupiter. Jupiter is Karaka of child, and Saturn here is the fifth lord of child as well as the dispositor of Ketu. That's why she is suffering from childlessness and she is childless. Virgo sign already shows the natural pending karma sign. Already Saturn, which is again the sixth lord, sitting in the Lagna. Sixth lord Saturn sitting with the Jupiter. Jupiter is the seventh lord of marriage, and Jupiter is the seventh lord of marriage and fourth lord of domestic life. It is Karaka of children also. And Saturn is fifth lord here with dispositor of Ketu. So problem can be clearly seen. Now this Rahu sitting in the 11th house of spouse and children aspected by the Mars from the 4th house. Rahu also sitting in the Cancer sign and so sees bereft of the domestic life. Here you can see the yoga which are available in the chart. Before predicting everything, see the yoga if there is something wrong. Here, if I say that domestic life is destroyed, you can clearly see malefic Mars is sitting in the fourth house and it is aspecting Rahu 11th house. And 11th house already has the sign of Cancer. Again, natural domestic life. Domestic life sign is afflicted. So you can see spouse and children having problem. Now this Mars, if you see, this Mars is the third lord as well as the eighth lord. So it is very much malefic for the Virgo Lagna, and it is aspecting the Rahu as well as it is aspecting the seventh house. That's why this female native got married, but it got widowed in the 2012 after just 4 years, and she is suffering from the Kush Roga. Kush Roga is generally a skin problem. You can see skin problem. Sun when skin problem will occur, Mercury and Venus, Moon, or luminaries should be affected. So they should be afflicted. Now in the D9 chart, if you see using Rashi Tulya Navans, sixth sign is falling here. You can see the sun is debilitated in the Navans and the Lagna lords Mercury sitting in the malefic sign, Aries sign with the Jupiter. Jupiter is the seventh lord, and this combination is happening eighth from the Virgo sign. I told you that D9 chart, if you see using Rashi Tulya Navans. So Rashi Tulya Navans in the Lagna, the sign is Virgo. So I am considering the Virgo sign as the Lagna in the D9 chart. That's why I am saying that the Lagna Lord Mercury sitting in the eighth house, aspected by the debilitated Jupiter, debilitated Sun, and sitting with the Jupiter. And you can see the dispositor of Mercury is Mars sitting with the Ketu and Moon. So both are afflicted. Luminaries both are afflicted as well as the Mercury. If you see again, Venus Rahu combination is also happening here, and this Mars is aspecting this Venus. That's why widowhood can be easily seen by connecting dot. So Why stroke? Gemini sign generally represent the skin part, or Mercury is the karak of skin. So you can clearly see that Gemini sign is affected by both Mars and Saturn along with the moon. See, the Mars Moon Ketu conjunction is happening in the Gemini sign again, and has been exchange. So eighth lord and 10th lord are exchanging. Here you can see the same Mars afflicting the Gemini sign where the moon is sitting. Again in the D9 chart you can see the same is happening. Rahu again falling, Rahu Venus sitting in the sign of Sagittarius, which is the fourth sign from the Lagna. Lagna sign is Virgo, so I am using Rasi Tulnavans. That's why you can clearly see that the native has suffered. Technique has very potential if you use the basics very clearly and if you know how to use the basics. So I will make the next part again, although I have example number 3, but I will not show you. I will make the second part of this video because it will be lengthy again. So work on this technique and work on basics. There is nothing if you learn house, sign and planet. You have to just see how the planets work, how things are connected, and how we are predicting. Always connect dot house lord, karaka. If things are matching, you can see that some problem will be there. Thank you so much.